Good morning, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today it's time for Happy Healthy Habits with Robin Shimizu and friends. And we are so glad to have Robin in the studio. How you doing this morning, Robin?
Just fine. Thank you, Terry.
Good, good. I see that you are hydrating.
I am. I had my green tea this
Mm.
morning and
Mhm.
trying to wake up
I think we all are. I think that that is a healthy habit right there to make sure that we hydrate every morning.
with something healthy. Yes. Yes.
Yes. And one of the things that I learned from Jim Quick was that we need to have water first thing in the morning because it hydrates our brain
Yes. Yes.
and gets us started. So, who do we have today?
Today we have a special guest. Maureen Stevenson is with us. She's very, very busy, so it's hard to get her to get on the
Ah,
show. But she does everything. She's a coach for women in the biggest way, in
mm,
the sense that she helps us with our body and our mind and our spirit and our soul and our physical and all of that good stuff for our women, but also she is a fashionista and
ah,
helps us with our colors and helps us feel vibrant and wonderful in that way. So she's a really big huge coach
well,
in
I
many
should have
ways.
wore a more vibrant color. Look, I'm here in pale blue denim. Is that basic or what? Oh,
Yeah, so
oh
it's so
my goodness.
exciting to see Maureen. So I'll be really happy. She actually is a gut, and she really helps us with our gut and our hormones and things like that.
Uh-huh.
But today she's going to share with us something different. So it's really fun to hear what she has for us in the fashion world or the color world, I guess it is, huh?
I guess so. Okay, so
So with that, let's bring Maureen on and see what she has for us today.
okay. Let me get you in position, Maureen, of authority. Here we go. How are you this morning, Maureen? Oh, let me unmute her. That would help. Good
No
morning,
problem.
Maureen.
Good morning, guys. Thank you for the opportunity to come on the show, and thank you for inviting me on.
That is so kind. We are
So,
just excited to have you.
Thank you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited to be here.
so what do we have today, Maureen? You are very vibrantly dressed today. Actually, every day.
Today, I'm actually going to talk about. I know you introduced me and you said I'm a hormone coach, I'm going to talk about something different today. But what I'm going to talk about is not really different. It's just a different take and a different look to how you can also dress for your hormones, right? It's not necessarily sometimes people tell you to eat for your hormones, right? But the part
Mm-hmm.
that they don't teach is how to dress for your hormones. So today I am sitting here and I'm going to talk a little bit about how hormones and how dressing and how the clothes you wear can have great impact on you, and it can also bring you happiness and it can also bring you joy, but it can also speak in terms to your hormones and to
Mm.
let you be vibrant, right? So there's a lot out here. And so today I'm going to talk a little bit. I was reading this article about dopamine, right? And it
Mm-hmm.
says dopamine dressing, how the right color can lift your mood. And I was like, they said over the 20 COVID, over the pandemic, there was this epic thing called dopamine dressing, and how psychology was telling people to dress so that their happiness can come out. And I find this
Oh,
article like very, 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 very interesting, right? And so I'm going to read from it today a little bit. And it says, dopamine dressing is not a new concept, but had come a greater prominence during the pandemic. when, let's face it, we all are grappling for everything to cheer us up. It's a fashion trend that looks to continue way beyond in the future. What is dopamine and how bright colors can affect us?
Mm-hmm.
At the very beginning, what is dopamine? It says the simple explanation of dopamine is that it's a chemical release in the brain that makes you feel good. Having the right amount of dopamine is important for your body and your brain. Dopamine helps cells to send message to each other. It produced a group of nerves of the brain send out message to other parts of your brain.
I am
So
in. Hold on.
how does bright color affect dopamine? Wearing bright colors can definitely impact our mood by providing a dopamine boost. We could have an antidote of the energy, snapping fear, and uncertainty we've been living with. So dopamine, so you can dress so that your vibrancy inside of you can come out. And so in 20, when was the pandemic? Psychology started to dress people like that, and this had become a phenomenon. And how much of us women, especially when we're aging or going through the menopausal boost, could use uh, a boost of dopamine, right? So it's not necessarily that we take sometimes. Sometimes our dressing and the clothes that we wear can actually impact that and tell us how, can whisper in our ears, girl, you look pretty. Girl, this is how you need to dress, or the woman, this is, so you colors impact that. And so, but I've been dressed in this way for forever. And this is just confirming that you are going to be brighter. Your mood is going to be lift because depending on the colors that you wear and the days that you wear them, and the mood that you're in when you wear them. So it's so funny that I was like, wow, this is just not, for me. It wasn't just the pandemic, but my colors has always helped me to get through like difficult times, like difficult things. And when I dressed, I looked at what am I what am I going to do today that I might need a boost? What am I going to do today that I might need a friend? Right. And my colors sometimes is that good friend that like, hey girl, you can do it. Hey, you can crush it. Right. And so it just confirmed that dopamine, that we can get dopamine by the way we dressed. And I have some notes here that I'm going to talk about, which it says green, quiet and restful green, is a smoothing color that can invite harmony and diffuse anxiety. So if you're anxious, right, you might want to put in a little bit of green in it. And the whole thing is that you don't have to be like bright from head to toe, but just little things like a scarf, right? If you're having your outfit and your basic and you're having your basic black, like a lot of people feel safe with black and gray and navy blue. Nothing is wrong with that. You just have to pop a color. Maybe today you see me dressed like this, but a pop a color of earring, right? If you don't have to change who you are, and you don't have to change your style. You just gotta pop the colors in that you want to tell you um, what you need to hear on those days, right? So Fab Fun Closet was born out of, since I became a health and wellness coach, I found a lot of women come to me with deficiency in their body. They usually come to me to change their body and to talk about the parts of the body that they hate, right? So Fab Fun Closet was formed to help women find those assets in their body that they can talk about, right? When the world tell you to change, Fab Fun is just tell you to enhance what God has given you and to find the assets in it. So we looked at it as, when you need to sell a house, practically everybody knows that. So I'm going to use that practical example. And they stage the house, right? They usually stage the kitchen and the living room that you walk in and it takes your breath away, right? You'd be like, oh my God, this is such a beautiful house. but it's actually furniture that was staged in it, right? So what we do, we come into your closet and we help you to pick out those pieces that stage your body. And the pieces that says, girl, your body is not looking good anymore, we get rid of them. We get rid of the clothes that bullies your body and bring in clothes that whisper, you're good enough. You can stand out. You got confidence, right? And so we help you. We also help you to schedule those pieces. Like, look at your calendar. What are you going to do for the busy professional woman, right? We help you to plan your calendar with your closet. When you walk into a room, what impact do you need to make into the room? What do you want people to see apart from your body? And so you dress your body so that the eyes can connect to the outfit and not the body. So people won't be talking about your body. They'll be just talking about the outfit that you're rocking. So we help you to do that. And then we also look at blue. Blue is a peaceful color that can especially help for stress management. So if you're going into a situation that is stressful, you may want to consider wearing blue, right? It says, I'm calm, but I'm also powerful. And it whispers those things to you, right? Purple in many cultures represent wisdom and peace, right? So you might go into a chaotic situation and you want peace. You can have a little bit of purple in it, right? So it's not just to wear clothes, but get the benefits of what wearing clothes can do for you, right? And it says blue top the list of concentration for dopamine, right? And so blue when you want some dopamine, like, right, you can just rock it. So
some
that's
energy.
what yes, it helps you to wear clothes, and that brings out the joy in you or bring out the calm in you, right? Because sometimes we're going into a room and it's chaotic. We know our meetings, right? And what we want to do, we want the clothes to whisper those things to think. Pink, such a strong positive color for mood lifting, right? Yellow is another colors that belong to the fire element. Yellow, right? It just tells you that, oh my God, you are beautiful, you're calm. So we just help you to do that. And so today I wanted to tie in clothes with how you want to feel and how you rather not feel, right? Because sometimes
Yes.
I just wanted something that says, oh, I'm stress free. I don't want this. And then in order for you to call a friend, you can call your clothes. Your clothes can be your best friend. It can be that vibes. It can be that cheerleader for you in any situation. Sometimes we're going into situation that is stressful and we want something to say that, girl, you got it. You got it. And then your clothes can be that. Your clothes can help you to do that instead of taking in, that negative voice in your head. Right now you have positive voice in your head. Your clothes can change that negative self-talk to that positive self-talk. And so I've always been dressed like this, and I definitely know that it had helped me to be a more happier person. It had helped me to in many, 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 many situations. But just studying the psychology of clothes, especially when I get older and tend to see things sag and go different ways, like be like, hey, where's the body that I have today? And tomorrow I don't have that body. So all these colors can help you to do that, right? And yellow
Wow.
is usually the colors that is tied to emotions for happiness and joyful emotion. So when you see me going like, hey, I got yellow, it's because it's whispering that, girl, you got it. Go do your thing. So we help you to do that. But I just wanted to come that everything, right? Everything really ties into who you are, right? And I have a question. It says, have you ever wondered why Smiley is yellow?
Have you ever wondered? Say that again.
Have you ever wondered why Smiley is yellow?
Oh, the little
Smiley face.
Yeah.
emoji.
hmm
It represents sunshine, doesn't it?
It
And
says the
happiness.
reason is that yellow helped to release a chemical in the brain called serotonin, essential
Ah,
for calming and happiness. So that's color psychology. That's why Smiley is in yellow. because it gives you a boost of serotonin, right? And that was one thing I was struggling with when
I
I
had no
turned.
idea.
Yeah, when I turned 46, I couldn't get out of bed, and I used to curl up in a ball. And when I went to the doctor, that was one part that I started to learn about serotonin. And she was like, "Yeah, serotonin. You need to do these uptake." And she was like, "Go exercise, go try movements, because it released that chemical in your brain that naturally that these pills that they gives you do, but your body still does it for you, but you got to move it." And I was like, "Oh my god, what is this thing?" Right? And now all these things are tying back to that. Yes, yellow. So if you want to boost, girl, that's why I tell women, like, if your clothes can be that. Your clothes can be your cheerleader. It can be your best friend. It can be your mood lifter. And so psychology. So that's what we help you to do. I know most people are not teaching this part of it, but I wanted to teach it. I wanted to help women just to not see themselves or see their body as liability, but see their body as being the assets and command a great price in the marketplace when they walk out there. And so that's what Fab Fun is. We're educators. We educate you on, girl, you might see this thing and it work. Like, you might see this piece of clothes that says, boy, it looks good, but does it makes me feel good? Why am I wearing it?
Yeah, I know that we did my closet the other month, and some of the things that we took out of there, I had never worn, and the question was why, because they never really looked right, or they never really felt right, and we had conversations around that, um, and how to make the clothes that I do have fit and feel better, and it
Yeah,
was just a really valuable experience.
yeah. So we help you to we help the owner's closet to look like the owners, right? So much of our pieces don't look like us, especially I'm going to tell you, especially when we're getting older, because we don't have the same body, right? We do not have the same body. Your body change, go look it up. Every 7 years we grow a new body. And so, like, oh my god, I'm in my 20s, I need to wear these type of clothes. And you feel like, no, you're in your 50s. But the point is that you can still look good in your 50s or whatever age you are, and still find what's resonate for you, right? And I always tell people, if you want joy, you can dress joyfully. If you want dope, if you want mood that sag you down, you can also do that. That is your choice. It's literally your choice. But these colors are out here to help us. They're out here to help us at our lowest, and they can bring us this life changing mood and experience that most of us lack, especially when you're running all the time, and this busy world make you run. And so I just wanted to come and talk about it.
Well, I have a question, Maureen. Now, I've seen orange and yellow being more, what would you call it, noticeable in the world of fashion. What do you think about orange? What does orange say to us?
Look at me. What does orange say to you here?
Vibrancy.
Just tell me. Exactly. Right? And you don't have to say you're not like me. You're not loud, right? But you want a little vibrancy, right? And you want a little bit of energy, right? It's the same. Think about eating an orange, right? Vitamin,
See,
right?
did
So
she?
your clothes can be that. The vitamin that you take into your body could be your clothes, right? The way you dress. And so if you don't want to do this, why I put on a scarf or an earring, just to, I don't have time to change it because of the show. But you can just put on a orange scarf, and then you can pair it with something that is nude, like this shoe, right? Say you were going to wear the shoe, And of course, you're just this nude person, right? But you also want a burst of energy. When you go into a room, you want somebody not to see, oh my God, this pale shoe, but you want to see them. You want to take the eyes off the body and then focus it on the outfit, right? Then you just pop a color of orange. It could be your scarf, and it could be a purse, right? You just change the mood when you walk into the room. How am I go, how do they see me when I walk into
Mm-hmm.
the room? Do I want them to see a pale me, or do I want them to see a vibrant me? And not to say anything is wrong with pale, right? But
Yeah.
it's just how you want to show up, right? It's a
Mm-hmm.
personal choice of how you want to show up, right?
I get it.
It's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can determine that, I want to be flat. Okay. And then people are like, hey, or you want to give people something to talk about when you walk into a room. Like, hey, here's the boss of our own company. Hey, or here is somebody that can attract,
It's
right? They use these colors to attract, to
uh
attract and to let people buy, right? And to let people buy from you or to connect you with yourself. Why not use them? We don't use them because we're not really educated on them, right? We don't
uh
know what they're doing for us. So we just walk into a room with like, hey, right? One of the most powerful colors is red. Like if you want to turn out a room and say, I'm a powerful woman, wear red. Red can easily raise any energy level in a room and stimulate mood. And like, hey, there we go. There's that. So color has always worked for me. Like, and so I just wanted to talk about that and connect that back to vibes, right? So it
yes.
depends. Or, whatever your choice is, I'm just saying that you don't have to be overly, I'm going to be overly colorful. But
Mm-hmm.
I know what color does for me, and I've been dressed in this way all my life. I remember when I was going to doing my thing at Air, my fitness specialist certificate at Era, and I stopped one day. I wear something different, and the whole room was like, "Are you sick? Is something
Oh,
wrong with you?" And I was like, "Why?" They were like, "We live through you. We can't wear them, but you can. Every day you come in here with your brightness, and it gives us such a burst. And now, do not do it again. Do not change yourself, because we live through you." And then I was embarrassed. Like I was like, "Wow." But I didn't know
you
that.
didn't think about it. Yeah.
No, like I didn't think my color makes a difference. I didn't think my personality makes a difference. But today I didn't show up. People thought I was sick. Even my professor, they were coming up feeling my head and doing all kind of things. They was like, what happened to Marie today? She didn't show up. But I will tell you that, yeah, you can use it. These are, and then most of us have them in our closet, right? We have the clothes already in our closet. And if
Yes.
you need, if I always say, if you don't have the foundational pieces, that what we help you to do too. Because even in real estate, if your foundation is not good, nobody's gonna buy that house, right? But we help you
Mm-hmm.
to build that foundation piece so that you can build off those foundations. Like you can build off those foundation and know that just like how you schedule your meetings, you can also schedule your clothes based on the space that you're going to, based on how you want people to see you, based on the energy that you want to bring into the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there are days when you might want to be like subdue, and I'd be like, hey, wear pink, because pink is calming. It helps you to, right. So we talked to, so that is what fun fab closet is, and this is how you can tie your clothes back to mood. And who doesn't want to be happier? I
Exactly.
don't know. I don't know the
Ex-
next person who doesn't want to be happier, right?
well, let me ask you this, Maureen. Do you have any events coming up?
We are working on putting the 21st Woman Showcase together as we speak. And then I'll be
Mm-hmm.
sending out invitation to women in business to come and look at the showcase. But the showcase is basically about me and my colors, but to help
Mm-hmm.
you to teach you about these color psychology, to teach you that each piece you put on your body can have life changing impact on how you see yourself, but also have life changing impact on how people sees you and perceive you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're definitely working on the showcase as we speak, and we'll be having I think it's the tentative date I'm looking at is April 9th, a Sunday evening, to just
Okay.
invite you over Zoom to come and talk about these colors and to see how we can help you to get your showcase going. We also have a special going where if you
Mm-hmm.
buy 4 hours from me, you get 8. So you get four free. And that is just being generous because I trademarked the brand and I just want
Mm-hmm.
to give the trademark out there. I only have 4 space for that because it's like I'm giving away my service, and so I
Yes.
only have 4 space. So I'm making room for 4 women, just 4 of you, who want to learn these psychology, and you're getting 8. This will never happen again because
So my
I'm just
question is, um, if we're looking for, you realize that April 9th is Easter Sunday. So I don't know if that's going to work. You may want to
I
look at
said
that
it's
again.
a tentative date.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't lock the date in yet.
Yeah.
So that's what
I
we're
just,
looking at. It's just a tentative date. If
yeah.
it's a if it's an Easter Sun or whatever, we're
Yeah.
gonna change the date. I'm just looking
Okay.
at tentatively. It's not
So I
confirmed
think
yet.
that date's definitely going to change, folks, because that's
Yeah,
definitely
right.
specific.
Based on what you're telling me now, that date is
Yeah.
definitely going to change. But it
Yeah.
definitely in April where we have put the outfits together ready, and I have
Okay.
someone who's helping me work on the presentation. I emailed
Very
them last
good.
month to set up the tech savvy part of it because Maureen is not very tech savvy. She can only dress
That's what
savvy.
BizChicks does. Don't worry, we'll help you with that.
Yeah.
So, Maureen, this the Fab Fun Closet. If people want to um, book an appointment
Mhm.
and get that deal that you have going on, 8 hours for the price of 4 hours, what do they do? Do they direct message you on Facebook
So
or?
I have Fab Fun Closet have you can book it on fabfuncloset.com. You can DM me.
Okay.
You can call me at 916-224-7798 to book it. Whatever you can hey me on Facebook or DM me. You can whatever method works for you. Connectedly, I worked with everything. You can email me at coachmaureen at AOL.com, whatever works for you. But the quickest way you can go on my social media and says, "Hey, girl," or "Hey, Maureen, I need to take advantage of that deal," or drop me a love emoji, because what we're going to do to you is edit your closet for you. That 8 hours, you can use it one way, you can use it two-way, you can use it four-way, you can use it 8 ways. It just depends on you. We can come an hour each time to help you. You can use it if you're going to a function and you just need to spruce up yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use it for hey girl, I need my week of outfit to be planned. I'm going to this conference, I'm going to go to a sales meeting or wherever I want to, and then I'll help you to put those house pieces together, but based on color psychology, based on education, based on how your body shape, right? Because sometimes most of us wear the wrong clothes for the wrong body. That's another thing, right? Not every stripe fit one way, not every stripe fit this way, right? And sometimes we wear the wrong clothes and then we beat the body up because we choose to wear wrong clothes. Like, hey, I got long chin, but if you wear something that enhances that, right, that takes away from it, right? You don't have to beat
Mm-hmm.
up your body. You don't have to abuse your body. The world is out here to abuse us anyway. And you wouldn't let somebody just talk so bad about your body. So why do you talk so bad about your body to yourself? So we help you to do that. We help you to find clothes that tells the body, hey, I'm so happy to meet you. How are you, girlfriend? Right? We help you to wear clothes to do that. Your clothes can meet your body and meet it joyfully.
Well,
And so we help you to do that.
I want to say that I found Fab Fun Closet on YouTube. So, guys, you can find her over there on YouTube and you can direct message her. I put the YouTube link in the chat. Dr. Tachi says this topic is really interesting. I think it's, you know, what I find interesting about this is that we tend to tone ourselves down when we go into the marketplace. And you say we should rev ourselves up. I love that idea. That
Yeah,
color.
so before I go, it says dopamine, often
Mhm.
called happy hormone, a feeling of well-being, right? And
Yes.
it dopamine is responsible for allowing you to feel pleasure. Like one example is that when your boss tell you, you go into work and your boss tell you that, oh girl, you crush it, you've been good, right? Then you feel good about yourself. What if you have a clothes that just cheer you on, right?
Yes.
Go ahead, crush it, girl. You're crushing it. You're crushing it, girl. So you don't have to wait for people to do that for you. Your clothes can do
Yes.
that for you. And so I live that. I embody that and I live that. And if you look at me and look at my life from, you will see that. You'll see that most people ask me, where do you get this energy? Where do you get this burst of energy all day? And I'm like, from my clothes. I just wear them. They're in my closet. Why can't I just wear them to give me my best? Why can't I just not let them help me do the things that I want to do?
Hmm. Energized through color. That's a beautiful idea. And we are so excited to have you, Maureen. We learned so much today. I'm going to do this, but I think this is even better.
Yeah, so I want women to take away that sometimes people tell you can eat for your hormone, but you can also dress for them. You can also dress for them, and what a powerful force if you could combine eating and dressing for them. Then you'll be unstoppable. You'll find that. So
I love it. So I'm going to encourage everyone to um, go search for Fun Fab Closet. We had a great time curating my closet the other day
yeah,
and
thank
getting
you
rid
for
of.
the opportunity. And we did talk, and you were bold. And I want to say thank you for the opportunity of allowing me to come into such a personal space, because it's a personal space. Like,
It is.
oh my God, I have to be and me nervous because I have to be teaching that, and I have to like really look at your body and tell you these things that
It's not working anymore.
maybe you don't want to hear. But what I want when I looked at you is that here goes a woman who dressed well, who walks well, who let her clothes tell her story. I remember there you have these big old pieces in there, and I'm like, this is like 3 times your size. What is it doing in your closet? Because we're hiding our body, and that's one of the
Mhm.
things that we do. When we get older, or when we find some fabulousness on our body, we hide it with a bigger clothing, and it just makes us look bigger and than what we are. What if we could own ourselves? What if we could own the now me and dress that owner's body well? And so that's what we do. So thank you
So
guys
we
for the
worked.
opportunity to talk to you this morning.
Well, we worked on that, and I want to thank you, Maureen. She did a fabulous job, Robin. And today I was really educated, and I was also energized by the conversation.
Yeah.
That I don't have to fear color in my wardrobe; that I can actually celebrate it and know that it's lift and allow it to lift my mood. Okay, thank you so much, Maureen.
So
Wow.
next time, ladies, if you go to criticize yourself, just look in your closet. You got something there, and don't forget to wear them clothes, and don't let them clothes wear you.
All right, Marie, we're going to get rid of all our body bullies. I heard you use that term before.
Oh, I like that body bully.
You know,
Time to get rid of them.
our clothes can be
Time to
body
get rid of
bullies.
the clothes that pull your body, and just wear the ones that tell your body, like, hey, girl, you
Yeah,
got it. You got it.
exactly.
Love you
I
guys.
love.
Bye.
Bye bye, Marie. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that was really fun, wasn't it?
It was gone. She's gone already.
I know, that was really fun. She said bye bye. Oh my gosh, that was really fun.
So,
Ah,
Carolina, when you had Maureen do your closet, was
mhm.
that emotional?
it
Oh my
it
goodness.
it was, but in a way, I also wanted to get rid of the things that I'm not really using, and I needed somebody to help me detach
Uh-huh. Good.
because a lot of those things still had tags on them, but
Yeah.
they were not complementary to my body, and they were, and obviously because they'd been in the closet for months, sometimes years, and I had yet to put them on. So sometimes we need someone to help us disconnect
Mhm.
from the things that are just
Mhm.
filling up space in our lives.
Mhm.
And that was really, I mean, she was here for maybe 2 hours, and we just got rid of stuff that that I was not celebrating in my life. In
Mhm.
other words, I was never going to get to it or never wear it, or either I had outgrown it, my body wasn't capable of entertaining that anymore, and now I have space for things that I love.
Interesting.
Because at this stage in my life, I'm only trying to do things that I love.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, she was very helpful because there is a psychology behind
Mhm.
uh, why we're holding on to a lot of different
Mhm.
stuff.
Mhm.
And I
Hey,
just needed help.
good for you. Good for you. Well, I have to say both you and Maureen have influenced my life in terms of
Oh,
my color,
oh,
because
good.
I've added color because of California cover-ups.
Uh-huh.
And
Yes.
that's all about color and feeling, I mean, I think your business is beautiful. And then I remember Maureen, I'll never forget the day I met her.
Uh-huh.
She was in all bright, shocking pink from her
Ah.
beret to her
Ah.
shoes. And
Mm-hmm.
she was just beautiful. And I went up to her and I said, "My God, I just have to meet you."
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I'll never forget her, so it's true. Well, she does. And that
She
was you.
makes a
That was your
statement
first
when she comes in a room, does she not?
She
She
does. I
does
look
make you
forward to
want to
seeing her.
connect with her. And
Yes.
I think it's all about um, her style.
Yes.
She definitely has a style that
She
stands out
really does.
and makes you want to connect.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay, that was a great show, Terralina. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was your
Next week
guest.
we'll have Luana. So
Oh, okay.
Luana will be with us next week, and so she'll help us with our journaling and
Mhm.
our gratitude, and moving forward with those kinds of things in our life. This was a great show, Terralina. It
It
was.
was. And we want to thank everybody who's watching live and on the replay. We hope that you will integrate color into your life and live more vibrantly now that you know more about how color influences our mood. With that, remember tomorrow we'll be talking tech and English with the Tech Divas, and we'll see you here the same time. Have a great day. Remember, it's okay to make money in your business, and color can do that for you. We can definitely help you. So, with that, we'll see you tomorrow. See you later, everyone. And I want to just say thank you again for all that you do, uh, Robin, to bring these fabulous guests. Bye bye.
I